Well, we finally arrived in the little town of Dumbleyung. Little post office there. Not a very big town. Of course, Lake Dumbleyung was the site of the Donald Campbell water speed record, and they've got a replica here somewhere, so going to find that, take a picture of it. Very tiny little town. Got a rest area here with toilets, travellers coming through. So we'll just have a wander around now, see what we can find. We've got some very, very dark clouds coming in over there. That will be with us soon, so we'll have to make up our minds whether we push on or stay here for the rest of the day. If that turns out to be as bad as it looks, we may end up staying at the little rest area here. There's an RV rest area out behind the pub. You can sort of see the roof of just behind that green roof there. So this is the replica of the Bluebird that set the water speed record. Many, many years ago. Hotel's been done up since last time, but this is a good sign. Yeah, the RV rest area is supposed to be here. Well, thanks to the rain, we're not going to get as much done as we hoped we might in Dumbleyung. The idea was to get the scooters out and spend some time looking around town. We did have a brief look at the main street just before the rain arrived, but now we've decided we'll probably stay here. We were going to head out of town. There's a little railway dam about 40 odd kilometres to the east of us. But not knowing what it was like or what the track in was like, we opted to stay here. We've got internet and we're still in town, so nice flat bit of ground. Better the devil you know than the devil you don't, I guess is what they say. It's the sports ground here. Of course, you have to be self-contained, so even though there are toilets on around the place, not allowed to use them. Being self-contained, you've got to carry all that stuff yourself, otherwise you've got to stay at the caravan park. I'd love to know how they keep the grass that green. And there's been no rain. This is the first rain for months. Must have to put a lot of bore water up onto that, keep it looking that green. So it's going to be a wet, miserable afternoon by the looks of it. We've had lunch. And we can't do a lot else. Some of the filming's just either going to get missed or it's on hold until tomorrow. There's a couple of churches in town I'd like to film, and of course the old pub, which is just behind the coaster there. You can just see part of it's in through the trees. It's going to be a miserable, drizzly old afternoon, I think. Oh, I had a very quiet, pleasant night at the Dumbleyung RV area. That's down behind the pub here. As you can see, it's a massive area they've got for self-contained RVs here by the sports ground. And we're heading out towards Lake Camm Tennis Club, which is an abandoned tennis club north of Lake King. That will be our destination for today. if everything goes to plan. It's really good to see some of these old pubs seem to be doing well. The last time we were here, this one was looking rather run down, and she's had the roof done, solar panels put up, been repainted by the looks of it, and it's looking absolutely beautiful. This is a gorgeous old hotel out at Dumbleyung. It's probably one of the most iconic WA pubs I can think of. It's just absolutely beautiful. Yeah, this is the Catholic church in town, and the other one was the Anglican. So just having a quick look at the local caravan park. Not a bad little spot for a little tiny town like this. So we've got the Shire office just over the road from the caravan park. They have one chalet here. According to Dorothy, no fridge or anything in the camp kitchen. We'll just go and have a look at that. So not a lot in the way of a camp kitchen, it's just really a barbecue area, but it's undercover, which is handy. Okay, don't look too bad, doesn't it? A little lumpy where they've been mucking around with it, but it looks alright down here.
So you should from here go to your left hand side.
Just want to see where is a good spot for us now. This little place is called Dugin Dam. It's about 45 kilometres east of Dumbleyung. It's marked on Wikicamps as an overnighter. There's some water tanks over the back there, and there's a loop road that goes around there, so when you come in it's easy enough for pretty well any rig to go around the water tanks and come back. And you can have a look around and see where there's a good spot to park up. We've just stopped here, we're not going to stay the night. We're moving on to Lake Grace and Newdegate and Lake Camm, hopefully. But we're just going to come down here and have a quick look. There's not a lot of room here. You could probably fit one van out by the back of the water tanks. You could probably fit 2 or 3 rigs in here comfortably, and space just there if you've got nowhere else to go, just on the other side. That bit right in front of me there is muddy, stay away from that, but out the other side there is sand. So we'll just see what the ground here is like. Looks like a pleasant enough place. Dorothy's complaining that the water is brown. Always nice to camp next to water, as long as it's not green and stinky, it's what I say. Quite a big dam. It's looking, yeah, it is looking rather muddy at the moment. That's probably due to all the rain we've had overnight, and that will have refreshed it a bit. Not a bad spot, I guess. All sorts of different rigs could get in here. There's actually more room than I thought. You can get on top of there where Dorothy's walking. I've seen pictures of rigs parked up there actually. You could come round and back into this spot. So there is a bit of room here. Nice enough spot. Locals do say they swim here, so take that for what it's worth. I'm not sure what those lumps are out in the middle there. But it's certainly a pleasant enough spot, and we're about 1 kilometre in from the road. It's not a really particularly busy road, although there are a few trucks go up and down it. But you'd spend a very quiet night out here, that's for sure. This little top area is quite nice. There's a little track coming into here. Yeah, you could easily get up into this with slightly smaller rigs, I guess. You wouldn't want to bring a really big caravan up here, but a small caravan or a camper trailer or even the coaster, I think, would fit up here quite comfortably. You could literally come around this corner here, and then when you're ready to go out, just back down there and go out down the track. So I would rate this fairly highly. It's a nice little spot. I don't know if that black slide you can see over there is actually for people to slide down, but maybe. It's a possibility at least. Well, there's something we're not going to see for too much longer. Looks like this one's closed already anyway. That bricks and mortar banks are disappearing, and that's going to be a real problem for small towns like this. Considering the profits these buggers make, it's an absolute disgrace. Very pleasant little stopping area just on the other side of the old railway station. Drinking fountain down here. Seats and tables all under a big covered area. And a nice little barbecue area there if you want to stop and have a barbecue. Museum 15 kilometres away, so
Yeah, it's 198.9.
ah, right, okay. I might get some tomorrow then.
Go straight down.
Yep. Yeah, 15 k's and we should be there. Well, we're now finally out at Lake Camm. We found ourselves a nice little spot down here. Up by the tennis club, it looks like a caravan park. There must be 5 or 6 rigs in there. But we've come down the track a bit further and found a much more pleasant site out on our own. So hopefully we get to stay on our own. There's a dreadful little caravan park up there at the moment. Not my idea of fun, and certainly something I didn't expect all this way out in the boonies.